This is complete to Watkins on the slam. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards on the game's opening play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. The Eagles at 4-10 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive, maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On play action, it's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with the W.
A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, it's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Singletary, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Murray now to throw. Again, he finds Moore. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. Yep.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
The final shot before the break. Watson being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Play action. Now it's Murray.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
34 yards the gain that time, another 1st down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run the option left side. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Steps away to his left. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw is Murray. Buying time to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Rondale Moore with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on third, Watson forced out to his left. Going deep here for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Marquise Brown. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Cardinals extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Watson, off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Watson. just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Murray. Flush to his right.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the dart ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Again, it's Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Watson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. The slot man in motion right. Throwing on second and long. Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? In motion right is Watkins. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Murray's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win, and here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there, but think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Cardinals, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
top of chain of game. When the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box me. Everywhere I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel.